Now, Mum's giving me the name Jack as well, so I know it's a very common name, but I feel this is a name that strongly connects with your mum.
That's my dad.
That's your dad.
Holy
Whoa!
that's insane.
Is it?
Shut the front door.
Herbie and Josh on K-Rock 955.
I just wanted to know if she knows if my mum has any messages for me at present about life or love.
Hello, Tracey. How are you? It's
Hello.
Lindie here.
I'm good, thank you, Lindie.
Very good. All right, let's connect in and see if I can get a link with your mum. Of course, I can't guarantee because I can't order people to speak to me. We just put it out there and hope for the best. So I'll just link in with your mum and ask her just to step forward and see if she's willing to speak to me. So, all right, so as I start to connect in with Mum, what I'm feeling here is a sense of discomfort in my stomach. So I feel Mum had a condition of the stomach that took her to the spirit world. Can you confirm that for me, please, Tracey?
Absolutely, she did.
Okay, and as I'm connecting in with Mum, what I feel here is a real closeness to her. So Mum was more like your best friend than she was your actual mum. And
Yeah.
and I feel when you were younger, actually, that people would sometimes mistake you for sisters. There's certainly that sisterly energy that comes in here.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now, Mum is showing me that she could sometimes be a little bit anxious. She wouldn't have really coped in this world that we're living in now. And so Mum wants to say that she's kind of glad she's gone to the spirit world. Now, this is something I wouldn't say easily, but Mum would have hated what was going on right now.
Yep.
And she would have, yeah. Now, Mum is showing me some very colourful knitted beanies, cardigans, and it's very brightly coloured knitted. Does this make sense to you, please?
Yes.
Okay. And I feel here, Mum also wants you to incorporate more colour in your life. She says you've got a tendency to live in black. Does this make sense to you?
Yep.
Yeah. And so she says, bring colour into your life because this will really uplift your mood and uplift your feeling. She also talks about you've done everything for everybody else. Now it's time for you, my darling. Now it's time for you. And she talks about how you're exploring higher forms of education, study, and she talks about how she's been looking over your shoulder while you've been typing away, perhaps applying for courses, this sort of thing. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, in recent years, yes.
Yeah, I wanted to be a little bit more closer than recent years, but she's saying follow this because you're feeling dissatisfied. And she says, doing what makes you happy is the way to go. She says it's very simple, but us humans have this incredible way of making it very, very difficult for ourselves. And she says go back to that simplicity, go back to that simple way of living and that simple way of life. And she says then things will fall into place. Okay. Mum just wants to say that she said there was a picture that was very skew for no reason, and I feel this was in the room that's next to the kitchen because I feel like I want to walk from this room into the kitchen, and this picture is on the wall in front of the kitchen, and it's very skewed. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, there's a whole frame of all her photos in it.
Yes.
And they're a bit mismatched.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about. She just wants to bring her attention there. Now, Mum's giving me the name Jack as well, so I know it's a very common name, but I feel this is a name that strongly connects with your mum.
That's my dad.
That's your dad. She wants to give Dad her love, and she says they didn't always see eye to eye because Dad can be a bit of a stubborn bugger, and she said, but she wants to give him her love, and she says, you know what, just keep being you. You're becoming more you than you've ever been in your love, and please take her love and know that she's been here and connected for you today.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tracey.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, lovely.
Thanks, Tracey.
Thanks, Tracey.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
No worries.
Herbie and Josh on